All right, for today's class, we're working on the neck. We'll do some mobility work for the neck. Keep in mind for today's class, the neck is a very sensitive area, and for most of us, it's likely you've possibly never trained your neck before, or if you have, it's most likely very light. So we'll continue with that. So with the work we did today, just take it easy. Usually we build up our tension. We build up to 50, 60, 80, 100% of tension. Today, stick to about 30%. And if you need to pause, take a break at all, and rest, that's totally fine. If you don't do all the reps that we do, that's totally fine as well. Just take it easy. And over time, you can slowly build up. The only bit of equipment today we'll need is a single block. So we're going to start with our neck CARs. So we'll start standing. Take your arms out by your sides with the fists. Create some tension throughout the whole body. And we start with our neck CARs. So tuck your chin to your chest. Rotate to the right. Side bend as if you're pouring water out of your ear into your shoulder. And look, a nice rotation all the way to the other side, drawing a nice big circle with your chin. Side bend, flex back to center. We'll do 3 in one direction. And then we'll reverse our circle. Trying to keep the shoulders down. Maintaining tension throughout the whole body. One more in this direction. It's the biggest circle you've made so far. Look for a little bit more rotation. Nice, back down, and let's reverse our circle. Just making sure so you are drawing your biggest circle you can, but not going into any painful ranges here. If you do feel any sticky points, or any painful points I should say, just try and avoid those. And over time, you'll start to get a little bit more range, and they may start to dissipate a little bit. One more in this direction. All right, nice. We're going to be in the same position, and then we're just going to do neck segmentations here. So we're just going to tuck our chin down, and then lift our chin up. All right, so take a breath in, irradiate, create some tension throughout the body. Take your chin to the chest, and then chin up. Again, just going to your safest range here. Nice and controlled. And trying to maintain the same speed the whole time. So not slowing down, not speeding up. And we're just moving nice and slowly, about 1 kilometer per hour. Nice and controlled. All right, that was 2. We'll do 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. All right, nice. So now we'll come down to the ground. We'll do some spinal segmentations. And we'll do it from this quadruped position. So we're going to start an extension, so lifting your bum up towards the sky, hands pulling the chest forward a little bit here. So like a cat-cow or a cow type shape we do in yoga. So from here, we tuck our tail under. We nice and slowly round with the low back, mid back, upper back, and tucking the chin at the end. And then start with the tail again. So if you bum up towards the sky, into extension, try nice and slowly, slower than you think, coming into extension through the spine, trying to move piece by piece through each individual vertebrae. We'll just do 2 starting from the tail, and we'll do 2 starting from the neck. So again, tuck the tail under. You can go with the same pace as me. Nice and slow and controlled. If you want to go even slower, just try and find that individual segmentation. 1 more here. Finish this round. Once you've done 2 starting from the tail, we'll do 2 starting from the neck. So we start an extension, we tuck our chin to our chest, we're rounding through the upper spine. Trying to make a nice slow wave down through the spine, through the tail. Once you're in full flexion, look up from the chin, slowly roll back down into extension, nice and controlled. Start with the chin again, tuck chin to chest, rounding. And start with the chin again. Once you're in full flexion, look forward, going to extension from the upper back, mid spine, with the lumbar, lifting the tail up at the end. Very nice. So from here, we're going to go into our first, actually we're just going to do 1 pails and rails today for the neck. We can do it seated down here on the knees, you can do it in a high kneeling position, whatever's more comfortable for you. You can do it standing as well, really. So I'll explain this one first and then we'll do it together. We're just going to do 1 round on this one. Again, the neck is quite a sensitive area and just 30 to 40% tension. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to stand either nice and tall, standing, whatever's comfortable for you. We look to the side, so I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to look to the right as much as I can. When I get to my maximum range there, I'm going to take my left hand to my left side of my face and press myself a little further into rotation. I'm going to hold my passive stretch there for about 2 minutes. And after that 2 minutes, what I'll talk you through the pails and rails from there. Okay? So firstly, take a breath in, irradiate, find your maximum. And then bring your hand outside face. Press yourself a little further into rotation. And then we hold our passive stretch right here. And while we hold our passive stretch, nice, slow, controlled breath. And for about 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out. So while we're holding here, I'll go over our pails and rails cues. Our pails cue would be the hand here is our block hand, so it's not going to allow the neck to rotate back towards the hand. It's going to keep that head exactly in the same position. But you're going to try and rotate back into the hand for your pails cue. And on your rails cue, you're trying to rotate away from the hand further into rotation. The pails rotate into the hand, rails rotate away from the hand. Again, 30% tension thereabouts. If that's too much for you, just lower the intensity. I've done this one a few times. If you feel safe and comfortable, feel free to increase your tension. And you can do multiple rounds as well. We're just going to do 1 here today in this video. Again, nice, controlled, slow breath. All right, we'll get ready for our first round. We'll take a breath in, irradiate, create tension throughout the whole body. And now pails rotating into the hand is blocking. That's it, building up the tension, and just go into your safest range. You do the first time, 30% or so. Let's keep working, another 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can release the hand and try and rotate a little further. And keep working. It's the final round or one and only round for this one. Keep rotating for 10 seconds. And slowly allow that neck to come back to the center. All right, give yourself a moment, grab a little drink if you need, and then we'll get ready. We'll do the second side. We'll do the exact same thing, same position. We're just going to rotate to the other side. All right. So again, find your position that's comfortable for you, standing, kneeling, whatever works. From there, rotate to the left as much as you can. Your right hand to your face. And push a little further into a passive stretch. And again, we'll hold right here. Nice, slow, controlled breath. Just quickly go over our pails and rails cues again. Pails, again, that block hand is not going to allow the head to move as you try to rotate the head back into the hand. Rails, rotating away from the hand. And that breath, 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out, nice and controlled. And that's basically just letting your body know that you're comfortable and you're safe in this position. And tapping into that parasympathetic wing of the nervous system. All right, we're just hanging out here, breathing. Another 30 seconds. All right, we'll get ready for round 1 of 1. Take a breath in, irradiate, tension throughout the whole body. Block hand stays right there. Try to rotate into the hand. And 30% tension, either the first time you've done it. Feel free to ramp it up if you're experienced with the neck. Another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release the hand, rails. Try to rotate further to the left. Away from that hand if it was still there. Ten more seconds. Keep working. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax. Allow that neck to slowly come back through the center. All right. So give yourself a moment. Rest if you need. Well, this next one we're going to do, we're going to work on some neck flexion from a supine position. So we're going to come to lie down on our backs. And you have to set the block up. We're going to come to lie down on that block, and you want it roughly underneath your shoulder blades, just so your neck is lifted up off the ground for this one. From there, before I lie down, I just want to show you exactly what we're doing. So if I'm lying down here on that block, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my hand to my forehead, and I'm going to press my hand into the forehead, and I'm going to press my head into the hand. So you're resisting, you're fighting, and you're just working on a little bit of flexion of the neck. So we come to lie down on our block. Again, you want it roughly underneath your shoulder blades. And then when you come to lie back, you're going to bring your head down a little bit so it's roughly in line with the rest of your spine. From there, either hand, bring that to the forehead. And then from there, take a breath in, irradiate, carry tension throughout the whole body. The hand presses into the forehead and the forehead back into the hand. You won't need to apply much tension here. This is generally a pretty weak spot for most of us, and I can feel my neck shaking already. We're just going to hold this one for about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, coming out for a moment. Shake it out a little bit. This next one we're going to do multiple rounds with this one, so we'll come back to this one as well. So we'll still be lying on our backs for this next one. And this next one we're going to do is just neck segmentations from that exact same position. It's like we did when we did standing, but now we're going to tuck our chin down, look up, down, and up from this position, which is much more challenging. If that's too much for you, that's totally fine. You can do the exact same thing, kneeling, standing. You can go back to how we started. Totally fine. We'll do a round of that. And then we will do, you'll do multiple rounds of that first one as well. So we'll come to lie down. To find that same position, so your neck roughly lined up with your thoracic spine here. From there, tuck your chin to your chest. And then chin up towards the sky. Chin to chest. Up towards the sky. Make sure you maintain tension throughout the body here. We'll do 3 more. One more. All right. So I did mention multiple rounds, but my neck is that's probably enough for me today. So if you want to do multiple rounds, you build up the capacity, feel free. But I'm going to listen to my body, and you should always do the same. My neck's had enough for today, so I'm just going to let it rest, and I'll slowly build that up over time. So now what we're going to finish with, our spinal segmentation that we started with from a quadruped position. We'll do that one. And then we'll also do our neck cars again. I'm going to give you a neck cars from a different position, and it's up to you whether you're able to do this one or whether you build the capacity, but it does increase the intensity a little bit. So we'll do our spinal segmentation first, and then I'll walk you through the position for that neck cars. You come to your quadrupedal position here, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips, start extension. This time we'll just do one in either direction. So start with the tail, tuck your tail under, rounding slowly through the spine. Then lifting up the tail, nice and controlled. Now I'm starting from the neck, touching the chest, rounding. And one more starting from the chin, lift up, look forward, slowly coming into extension. All right, nice. So this next setup, again with that neck cards, I'll show you this next setup. If it doesn't work for you, it's too much, you can do it standing, kneeling, any other position is totally fine. So we're going to do it from a Sphinx position. So we'll have our hands out in front of us, elbows underneath the shoulders. From there, I press my elbows and forearms and the hands down into the ground, and I use them to pull my chest forward. So I'm in extension here. And now we do our neck cars from this position. So I tuck our chin to our chest, rotate to the right, side bend, extend, trying to keep the shoulders down. My shoulders always rise up on this one. We'll do 3 in each direction. One more. And done. All right, thanks everybody. That's our class for today. Again, if you haven't done much neck stuff before, I'd recommend coming back to this class and slowly building up. You can do multiple rounds. If that Sphinx didn't work for you over time, it may be able to open up to you. Hope those necks are feeling nice and loose. Thank you. See you next time.